Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ready. White 25.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Even. Ready. Blue ready.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. First carry for Leonard Fournette. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw on 2nd down. Holmes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Holmes. Flushed out right. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Throwing on 1st down. Holmes. Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holmes. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. His 1st catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Holmes. Now he'll escape to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
Now Leonard Fournette. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Back to throw. Holmes completes it to Lee. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Green, triple team. Ready. White 25. Follow. Easy. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Ready. Blue waiting.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Holmes dumps that off to Ware. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Holmes. They'll leave this for Ware. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, Holmes. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. A handoff to Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Ready. Blue ready. Green, triple C. Watch for the foul, guys.
1st down, Winston. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Blue ready. Green, triple C.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Holmes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Holmes buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Holmes. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Holmes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Winston. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Ready? Blue lady. Green, triple C. Sonic. Green, triple C. Watch for the bounce out.
Now Winston. Flushed out right. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Green, triple C. Hey, sub. Green, triple C. Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, sub. Let's go. Follow. Hey, sub. Let's go.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. He's got Evans. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Sonic. 550. Slam. 44. Green, triple C. That's track. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Jameis now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
From from the 24. They'll go again on 2nd and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready. Flag. What you got? Sonic. 5-0. 5-0. 5-0. 44 to Mike. Green, Trevor C.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Ready. Blue ready. Green, Trevor C. Let go.
To the air again with Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's a give to Fournette. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. 190. 190.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Being chased out left. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing on first down. Holmes. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Lee. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, Holmes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st and 10, Holmes. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll be 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. They'll roll him out right. And Brate, the tight end's got it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ready.
2nd down, Winston. Steps away to his left. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Green, triple C. Ready. Black, 22's hot. Green, triple C. Check. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Winston now. It's caught. Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Follow. Hey, here we go.
Winston now to throw on first down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ready. White 25. Sonic. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Sonic. Here we go.
Now Jameis on second down. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Winston. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Flex round. Flex round.
To throw on 2nd down. Holmes. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Fournette. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Flex round. Flex round.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Looking to throw. Holmes, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Holmes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Back now in Tampa. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Brad Wing now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Winston, and the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Ready. Blue ready. Let's go. Let's convert. Let's convert. Let's convert.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll go with Jones. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. From the gun, Holmes feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The first down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Easy, easy, easy. 150, 150. Ready, blue ready. Here we go, even. Sonic.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Buying time to his left. Evans has it left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. And that's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Ready, white 25. Green, triple C. Green, triple C. Even.
On play action, Winston. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. And this one through the uprights and good. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run again with Ware. Finding room inside the 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Spencer Ware, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Forbath out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play action now. Winston on the move to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Green, triple C. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Green, triple C. Ready. Back 25 behind. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Hold this. Sonic.
Working out of the gun. Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Ready. Black 25. Green, triple C. Green, triple C. Black 25 behind.
From the gun, Winston. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Green, triple C. Sonic. Green, triple C. Sonic.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
The pitch to Fournette. Down to the 25. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Fournette. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go. 190. 190.
On 3rd down, Holmes. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Steps away, and Winston lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Fournette. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And an alley to run. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Fournette. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A road win. And